welcome you all to our brilliant channel Maths Nation. Dear students, in my last sessions we have discussed about theory of set theory. Today we continue with this. Students, I have already told you, please do your exercises and ask me your doubt. I am ever ready to clear your all doubts. In my last sessions we have discussed about theorems, and today we practice the questions, applications of these theories. This is not sufficient for a maths to know only theories. When you practice variety of questions, means the application of these theories. Here the question 1 says that, please students note down the questions and pause your video and try to do your own. And always remember to recall all those theorems. When you solve a problems, you recall all the theories. Then it is easier for you to solve the problems. Okay. The first question says that if A and B are two sets, if A and B are two sets, the data given that the two are two sets, A and B are two sets, such that n of A, number of elements present in A is equal to 35, n of A intersection B, number of elements present in A intersection B is 11, and another data is given, number of A union B dash, means the number of elements present in n union B dash. What do you mean by n union B dash? N union A union B dash means U minus A union B. This means look at here, the Venn diagram. This is universal set, and this is universal set, and this is set A, and this is set B. The A union B means these are the portions is A union B. A union B dash, this means excluding this, all these. A union B dash means universal set minus A union B, means excluding A union B from the universal set is called A union B dash. N A union B dash means number of elements present in A union B dash is given here 17. How many numbers? Number of elements present? 17. And another data is given if n of U, the number of elements present in the universal set is 57. Then here we have to find out that, here the question is given and we have to find out n of B, number of elements present in B, and the second thing we have to find out number of A minus B. This means, what do you mean by A minus B? A excluding the elements common in A. Suppose this is A set, this is A set, and this is B set. This is the common portions, means A intersection B. A minus B means A minus A intersection B, means ये जो A सेट है, A सेट में से जो कॉमन है B में भी है, उसको माइनस कर दो, उसको निकाल दो. दिस इज A माइनस B. Number of elements present in, we have to find out n A minus B. Then the third we have to find out n B minus A, n B minus A. Okay. Then keep it here and discuss the solutions. Keep it here. The question is here. The given theory, the given datas are here. Then here we have to solve and find out the questions. Here at first we have to find out NB, number of elements present in set B. Here, look at here, then the solution. Here the question is given, number of elements present in A union B is equal to number of elements present in A union B dash is A union B dash is equal to 17, and universal number of elements present in universal set is 57. Then here number n a union b dash. This means this is n of u minus n of a union b. This means here a union b dash is given 17 and n of u is given 57. Then here number of elements present in a union b is equal to number of elements present in a union b is equal to 57 minus 17, which is equal to 40. Then here we have to find out the number of elements present in B. You know number n a union B is equal to number of elements present in A plus number of elements present in B minus number of elements present in A intersection B. Here we know number of elements present in A union B is 40, put it here. The number of elements present in A is 35. Then we have to find out number of elements present in B, n, B. Here A intersection B is given here 11, then put it here 11. Then from this data we come to the conclusion that number of elements present in B is equal to 40 minus 35 plus 11, which is equal to 16. The number of elements present in set B is equal to 16. Okay. Then we have to next we have to find out that NA minus B, NA minus B. Then here keep it here and discussed about the second question second. Then here the second questions we have to find out that the number of elements here in the question 2 we have to find out NA minus B. Here we have to find out NA minus B. Here we have to find out this. Then according to the theory, N of A minus B is equal to number of elements present in A minus number of elements present in A intersection B. Then here number of elements present in A is given here 35 minus A intersection B is 11. Then NA minus B is 24. Then in the third questions we have to find out N of B minus A. Then as we know that N of B minus A is equal to number of elements present in B minus number of elements present in A intersection B. Here we know we find out that number of elements present in B is 16. 16 minus number of elements present in A intersection B is given here 11. Then here find. Here we find 5. NB minus A is equal to 5. Okay. Then when you solve a problem, please recall all those theories you have studied. Here the theory says that what is NA minus B? NA minus B means NA minus A intersection B. What do we mean by NB minus A? NB minus A means NB minus NA intersection B. Recall the Venn diagram. The Venn diagram is given here. Suppose this is set A and this is set B. This is A, this is B. Then when you find out A minus B means these portions. When you exclude from the A set the common set which is present between A and B, this is called A minus B. B minus A means the B set excluding the part which is common between A and B. B minus A means B minus A intersection B. This is, then from this we can find out all this. Then next question number 2. Please students do your worksheets and ask me your doubt. Do your worksheets regularly. Then here the question 2 says that, here example 2 says that let A and B be two sets given. Here the same, here A and B, the question is given A and B are two sets, and U is the universal set. As you know that U is the universal set, Please students, you note down the questions and try to do your own, such that the data also given that, here the data is given n of a number of elements present in set A is given 25, NB number of elements present in set B is given here, number of elements present in set B is given here. What is given here? 25, and n of U. Now universal set is also given here. Universal set is number of elements present in, this is 28. Number of elements present in set B is 28, and the universal set is number of elements present in the universal set is given 50. Here we have to find out that the greatest value. Here we have to find out that the greatest value, what will be the greatest value of NA union B? How many the greatest value of the elements present in A union B? And the second question is also asked here. The least value of A intersection B. The least value of NA intersection B. Okay. Then here solve. Let us look at here. As you know that n of A union B, n number of elements present in A union B is always a subset of number of elements A union B is always a subset of universal set. This means the number of elements present in A union B is always less than equal to 50. Is always less than number of elements present in the universal set. Here we have to find out the greatest value of A union B. The number of elements present in the universal set is given here 50. This means A union B is always less than equal to 50. This means the greatest value of NA union B will be 50. The n of A union B is always less than equal to 50. This means here we have to find out the greatest value of NA union B. This means the greatest value of A union B is 50. Then here the second question is asked here. Find out the least value of NA intersection B. The least value of NA intersection B. As we know that n of A intersection B is also a subset of set A and set B. As we know that A intersection B, here A intersection B, look at here, solve here, look at here, keep it here and let us solve this, keep it here. Keep the data here and let us now solve this. The solution 2, here we have to find out that the least value of NA intersection B. Then as we know that n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Okay. Then here as we know that n of the greatest value of NA intersection B is always 50. Here we have to find out the least value of NA intersection B. Here we have to find out the least value of NA intersection B. But the greatest value of A union B is 50. As we know that n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B is always less than equal to 50. Because as we know that A union B is subset of universal set. The number of elements present in the universal set is 50. This means the number of elements present in A union B is always less than equal to 50. Here the A union B, number of elements present in A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Then here, as we know that n of A is given here 25, n of B is given here 28, minus n of A intersection B is less than equal to 50. This means n of A intersection B is equal to 53 is greater than equal to 53 minus 50. This means n of A intersection B is greater than equal to 3. Here the question is asked the least value of A intersection B. This means the n of number of elements present in A intersection B is greater than equal to 3. This means the least value of n A intersection B is equal to 3. It is always greater than equal to 3. The least value must be 3. Okay. Then next questions. Understand? Understands? Look at here. Here the question is given. Here the data is given. Number of elements present in set A is 25. Number of elements present in set B is 28. And the universal set, the number of elements present in the universal set is 50. Here we have to find out that the greatest value, the greatest, how many greatest number, how many greatest number of elements present in the A union B. As we know that A union B is always a subset of universal set. This means number of elements present in A union B must be less than equal to 50. Must be less than equal to number of elements present in the universal set. Here A number of elements present in the universal set is 50. This means n of A union B is less than equal to 50, which shows that A union B number of elements present in A union B less than equal to 50 means the greatest value of n A union B is 50. 50 से ज़्यादा उसमें एलिमेंट्स हो ही नहीं सकता, उसकी यूनिवर्सल सेट से ज़्यादा एलिमेंट्स उसमें हो ही नहीं सकता. हियर द सेकंड क्वेश्चन सेज दैट द लीस्ट वैल्यू, कितना कम से कम एलिमेंट्स ए इंटरसेक्शंस बी में हो सकते हैं. देन एज यू नो द थ्योरी सेज दैट, तुम्हें थ्योरी उतना पता है कि एन ए यूनियन बी इज इक्वल टू एन ऑफ ए प्लस एन ऑफ बी माइनस एन ए इंटरसेक्शन बी. बट हियर द we have the data are given. Number of elements present in A is 25, n B is 28, minus n A intersection B is always less than equal to 50. It is because the A union B number of elements present in the union set is less than equal to 50. This is less than equal to 50. Here by solving the linear equations, the inequations, we come to the conclusion that n of A intersection B is equal to 53 minus 50. This means n of A intersection B is greater than equal to 3. This means the least value of A intersection B is 3. Means कम से कम कितना elements A intersection B में हो सकते हैं? सबसे कम कितना? 3. 3 से ज़्यादा हो सकते हैं, but सबसे कम 3. Okay. Then next questions. Example 3. Here the example 3. The example 3 says that, please students note down the questions. Here the example 3 says that, are you students, I request you, please do your worksheets. If any doubt persists, ask me in my comment box. I am ever ready to clear your all queries. Or I promise to complete your syllabus. Now the chapter 1 we are continuing with set theory, and today I complete the set theory, and you students please do your worksheet, and in my next class I will go to the chapter 2. Okay. Then here The example 3 says that, here the questions in example 3. Note down the questions please. If A and B are two sets, here the questions, if A and B are two sets, the question is given here, A and B are two sets and U is the universal set, U is the universal set, and such that the data is given, n of U is given here 700. This means number of elements present in the universal set is 700. N of A is given here 200. Then n of B also given, number of elements present in set B is given here 300. And n of A intersection B is also given here 100. Then here we have to find out n of A dash intersections B dash, n of A dash intersections B dash. This means, then now let us solve. As we know that n of A dash intersection B dash is equal to, as we know that A dash intersection B dash is equal to A union B dash. A dash intersection B dash means A union B dash. This means n of A dash intersection B dash is equal to n of A union B dash. As we know that n of A union B dash is equal to n of universal set minus n of A union B. Then here n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. You know the theory. Here n of A is given here 200, n of B is given here 300, and n of A intersection B is also given here 100. Then n of A union B is here 400. But we have to find out the n of A union B dash, which is equal to n of U minus n of A union B. Then here we have to find out n of A union B dash, which is equal to n of A dash intersection B dash, which is equal to n of U minus n of A union B. As we know that n of U is given here 700 and n of A union B is here 400, then we get this is equal to 300. Here the question is asked, we have to find out n of A dash intersections B dash, which is equal to 300. Look at here, I repeat it. Here we have to find out n of A dash intersection B dash. As we know that A dash intersection B dash is equal to A union B dash. Then number of elements present in A dash intersection B dash is equal to number of elements present in n of A union B dash. Then A union B dash is equal to U minus A union B. Let us recall the Venn diagrams. Here suppose this is the universal set. This is set A and this is set B, and here A union B dash means this portions excluding from universal set, excluding the A union B portions. Then here the A universal set minus A union B. Here A union B, we know that n of A union B is n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. We know that n of A is equal to 200, n of B is equal to 300 minus n of A intersections B 100, we get this is 400. Means we get n of A union B, number of elements present in A union B is 400, but here we have to find out n of A union B dash, which is equal to n of u minus, which is equal to n of u minus n of A in union B. This is 700 minus 400, then 300. 300 is the answer of the questions. Okay? Any doubt, students? Any doubt? Is it clear? Then exercise, then example 4. Now let us discuss example 4. Here the example 4 says that, here please students note down the questions. Here in the example 4 says that in a group of people, 800 people, in a group of 800 people, this is a group given here where there are 800 people. Among them 550 speaks English. Among them 550 speaks Hindi. And among them 450 speaks English. 450 speaks English. Then how many speaks both Hindi and English? 450 speaks English. Then here we have to find out how many people, how many speaks both Hindi and English. Then just understand the questions. What the question says, the group of people of 800. This means the universal set is here given 800. This means when you solve the questions, at first students try to understand the questions heartily. Here the number of group of people 800 means the universal set is 800. The number of elements present in the universal set is 800 given. And the 550 speaks Hindi, 450 speaks English. Then we have to find out how many people speaks both Hindi and English. This means we have to find out the intersections of H and E. Intersection of the people speaks both Hindi and English. Here the N of H, number of people speaks Hindi is 550 given here. The number of people speaks English, N of E is given here 450. Then we have to find out how many number of people speaks both Hindi and English. This means N of H intersections E. H intersection E. Then recall the theory. N of H union, look at here. Let us solve, keep it the questions theory here, and now solve here. Keep the theory here. Okay. Then solve this. The group of people 800. This means this is the universal set. Here the universal set means the people speaking both Hindi and English, any language. The people may speak Hindi, may speak English. This means here N of A union B is given here 800. Let us try to understand the questions. The group of people 800. Some of them speaks Hindi and some of them speaks English. This means the universal set here is the union of A intersections B. The union of H intersections E. Here the N of H union E is equal to 800. And here the N of H intersections E is given here. The number of people speaks both Hindi and English is given. We have to find out H intersections E, we have to find out this. Then H, we know that N of H union E, H union E is equal to N of H plus N of E minus N of H intersection E. Here N of H union E is given here 800, N of H is given here 550, N of E is given here 450 minus N of H intersection E means here we have to find out, here the questions says that we have to find out the number of people who talk both Hindi and English, means we have to find out the number of N H intersections E. Here we know the group of people which say either Hindi or English, means the N of H union E is 800 given. Then here n of H intersections E is equal to 550 plus 450 is equal to 1000 minus 800 is equal to 200. By solving these linear equations, we come to the conclusion that n of H intersection E is equal to 200. Means number of people who say both Hindi and English are 200. Let us now repeat the questions. I repeat the questions. Let us now try to understand. Here the universal set is given 800. What is here universal set? A group of people presents here 800. Some of them speaking either Hindi or English and or both. This means here the universal set is equal to H union E. Here the number of people speaks only Hindi is equal to 550. The number of people speaks English is equal to 450. Here we have to find out n of H intersection is. Means we have to find out the number of persons who speaks both Hindi and English. Means we have to find out n of H intersection E. Here from the theory we know that n of H union E is equal to n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. Here n of H union E is equal to n of H plus n of E minus n of H intersection E. Then by solving these equations, we come to the conclusion that we find the result that n of H intersection E is equal to 200. This means the number of people speaks both Hindi and English is 200. Let us draw the Venn diagram and get the conclusions. Here the question says that this is the number of persons who speaks Hindi. This is the number of persons who speaks English. And the group of people are 800. Here the group of people, total people are 800 given. And the number of people who speaks Hindi is given here 550. The number of people speaks English is given here 450. Here we have to find out the person speaks both Hindi and English, means the overlapping persons. This is the common persons. The number of people present here can speaks both Hindi and English. By solving this, we come to the conclusion that n of H intersection E is 200. This means there are 200 people present among those group of peoples who can speak both the language. Okay. Any doubt? Any doubt, students? If doubt persists, please ask me. I will solve your doubt. Ask me in my comment box. Then let us discuss about example 5. Please students, do your worksheets and ask me your doubt. Okay. Then here the exercise, the example 5 says that, here the example 5 says that in a class of 35 students, in a class of 35 students, in a class of 35 students, here the question says that in a class of 35 students, 24 of them like cricket, like to play cricket. Students have their own choice, have their own taste. 24 among them like cricket, and 16 students like to play football, like to play football. Then here also each students like to play at least one of the game. Means as in the previous question, जैसे हम लोग पिछले क्वेश्चन में डिस्कस किए थे, the group of people present, there are 800. Among them, the people can speak, some of them can speak Hindi, some of them can speak English. Here in the same way, the number of students present here 35, 24 like to play cricket, 16 like to play football. All the students have at least, कोई उसमें क्रिकेट पसंद करता है, कोई फुटबॉल पसंद करता है, लेकिन ऐसा कोई स्टूडेंट नहीं है कि कुछ भी पसंद नहीं करता है. किसी ना किसी को तो कुछ भी, इधर क्रिकेट पसंद है और फुटबॉल पसंद है. समझ में आया? This means here also n of u is equal to 35. Then here the number of students n of C is equal to 24. N of F, number of students like football is here 16. Then here we have to find out that here in the questions given the how many students like both cricket and football. Like in the previous questions, here also we have to find out N of C intersection F. Then here, as we know that universal set is 35, which is equal to N of C union F, which is C union F is 35 given here. Here we have to find out C and intersection of C and F, we have to find this. As we know that N of A union B, N of C union F is equal to N of C plus N of F minus N of C intersection F. But here we know N of C union F is equal to 35. Here N of C is equal to 24 and N of F is given here 16 minus N of C intersection F. Then by solving this we come to the conclusion, we find the answer that NC intersection F is equal to 24 plus 16, which is 40 minus 35 is equal to 5. There are 5 students in the class. Among all the students, they like both cricket and football. They like both to play either both cricket and football. Okay. Then students, today this much. In my next class, we will discuss the next chapters. Thank you students.